How y'all doing? Okay, so check it out. I have horrible lighting. Dude, I'm getting tired of all these filming problems. Anyways, so I'm going to be camping out with my Pine Barrens friends tonight and company. There's going to be like 20 or 30 of us. And however, I worked kind of late last night. So they're going to be paddling in down the river, taking kayaks and canoes and all that good stuff. I didn't have enough time to secure a watercraft, plus I messed my back up at my last camping trip. I fell and it hurt bad. So I drove part of the way. I'm going to hike the rest of the way. It's going to be a bunch of miles. But I'm going to waste my time finding things and filming and exploring while they are working in the blaring sunlight. It's going to be hot today. So, sorry guys. I actually wish I was on the water. But instead, I'm going to be out here finding things. Hopefully. You can hear the rasping from these beetles almost 30 feet away. Oh, I'm wrong. Let's make that 60 feet. Holy cow. Check out this little piece of adventure, sporting its individuality amongst the species of this wetlands. This is my third species of gentian so far. This is the lance leaf gentian, and well, I'm excited to find it. Here's another fine example of Idius domesticus. Just like I said, they leave their signs everywhere. Very easy to track, very easy to lose your patience with. And this little beauty, not to inflate any egos or anything, is known as a pearl crescent. This little piece of upper class pomposity likes to show off. In all actuality, I'm totally joking. I love these butterflies. They are not conceited. They'll probably get eaten anyways. Oh my god, this is so cool. So check it out. Me being the awesome survival instructor that I am, stopped to film those munching beetles inside the trees several miles ago. And I geniusly forgot my water and other stuff against one of the trees. I'm so excited right now to have to go all the way back and get it. So, yeah, miscommunication as to where I was supposed to be today. Meeting up with my friends, camping. I hiked almost 6 miles, and about 2 or 4 of those miles were mistake number 1 because I forgot some stuff. I had to go all the way back. My water and my shirt, because I set it down because I went to film a video when I heard some chewing in the tree. And then I came all the way out here, pretty warm, and carrying all my gear, and you know, my back hurts because I fell. I know I keep saying injuries, but you know, I play rough. And wrong location. I've got no signal, can't tell anybody where I am. They're probably wondering if something's wrong with me or if I ditched them. And I can't say anything about it. So now I gotta hike 4 miles back to where the vehicle is, so I can go find signal. Or I spend the night out here. Okay, so get this. While I'm completely soaked, I've hiked, what, 7 miles so far today? Or more? With all this gear and my stupid injury in the heat. Finally, I'm somewhat close to the car, a couple miles away. And I see this down tree and I climb up it and I'm just standing there. I'm scanning the horizon, you know, and eventually I hear the banging of a paddle against the gunnels of a canoe. So I wait longer until it gets closer and closer. And then, you know, I can't see the water, so I'm like, I hope it's coming this way. And then I see this little tangle of white poking at a distance between the tree trunks, you know. And I don't have my glasses on, so I'm like, I think I know what that is. So I shout out loudly. I'm like, can you guys hear me? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, are you with Rob and Lauren? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, were you guys going to the river camp? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, I was just there, not a single person. I've been there for like a long time. And finally they're like, who is it? I'm like, it's Chris. And it's like, it's Kevin. So yeah, Kevin's beard saved the day because I was just about to leave. You don't get a lot of grass in the Pine Barrens. But when you do, it's this beautiful stuff like this. It's a little dry, but it still feels wonderful.
That looks like a good shot.
I should film this in
Slow motion.
yeah, 120 frame rate. Build the suspense.
Chris has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So he's always making videos.
Hey, your shirt matches your cup. How nice.
Well, I'm fashionably awesome. That's good, sir. Thank you.
All right, boy.
How about half?
All right.
Good.
It's fun to hear it. Did you see the sign? You got to take a picture of it. Did you see it?
Yeah, no, I'm getting a shot. Yeah.
Shit, I brought a whole can of WD-40. That's
You know?
what I totally
Son
had.
of a bitch.
Now I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah,
Do not
man.
lubricate the pump or manipulate in any way.
Do the hinges on the canoes.
Yeah.
Look at him, he's a lawbreaker. He thinks because he served his country, he can do what the fuck he wants.
I'm out. I mean, they took away buffets during COVID for a reason. Gorgeous. We love the sun gold.
Come on.
All the burgers gonna come out.
Oh my god, how did that feel, dude?
Your toe?
Do you want your toe back?
What did you hit?
The log. He literally took a chunk of log off.
It was my toenail. This whole thing came off when you did it.
Yeah, thank you for feeding us. I feel like a little.
They're in heat.
Like, oh my god, you're cooking for me?
Little do they know, they're both males.
Hey, still your seat.
This is their courting display. You heard what I'm saying?
I heard what you're saying. You freak
I know you
out.
gotta take it off the cap. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe that's the don't worry.
Yeah, the one with no teeth.
Okay, so what was the scariest moment?
Bombs. Like
Bombs?
we would dredge up hand grenades, bombs, like big fucking bombs, and they're bouncing down the shaker and conveyor belt.
Holy.
They're all like decrepit from rotten. I mean, like the electrolysis on the bottom of the water.
Well, at least
Sometimes
the
the
fish will be
hand
cooked.
grenades would be hissing.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
yeah, like from depressurizing coming
Yeah.
off the bottom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, scary.
It's wild, man. There's tons and tons of them off of Sandy Hook.
Really?
There's tanks down there, everything. They would just take barges with bulldozers and just push all the old ammunition into the
Wow.
water, and that's everything.
Maybe coral. Trying to make a reef.
Yeah, now they're just trying to get rid of it, is what they're doing. That the tanks are, they don't. That's not a good reef. You know what I
True.
mean? They're pretty boring.
It's not like a ship hull.
Yeah.
That's
Huh.
true.
But that's the craziest stuff that would go on, you know what I mean?
So-
I'm jumping off the boat. That's the.
Yeah, my wife's uncle caught a Nazi torpedo off the Jersey Shore,
Really?
and it got all stuck. It was like an 8-foot torpedo, and came up swastikas all over it. And they
sell
can't
it?
bring that. Yeah, they had to cut. No, they had to. You don't sell it. These things are deadly. And
Well, I mean,
he
if it's
cut
dead,
the gill
like-
net loose, and then steamed out of there, and
Wow.
it blew up when it hit the bottom.
Really?
And cracked every weld on the boat. They were
Are you
taking
serious?
Water. Yeah, they had to get in, running every pump they had, just
Wow.
to get just the shock blast on steel boats. Just cracked all the welds. Yeah, the Nazis were right here, man.
Yeah, I know, I know.
I've heard a lot of stories about the Nazi
are.
bombs.
The Japanese were
Yeah.
right on the coast, too.
Yeah,
Wow, though. I'm glad I asked you that question. I didn't expect those answers. I was thinking like weather or something.
Yeah, weather sucks too, but
Man.
You know, it's good when the weather isn't the weirdest thing you've been through.
yeah,
Seriously.
yeah.
So have you had to have picked up superstitions by now, right?
Yeah, no bananas on the boat.
Yeah, no bananas.
Yeah.
What about the left foot?
It's bad luck to have bananas on a
Yeah.
fishing vessel.
Don't leave port on a Friday.
Yeah, well, we left when the weather was good. That's you
That's
know
how
what I
it
mean.
was.
Making money, yeah.
Yep. We
What
sit on
about
the boat all week and do nothing. We get paid nothing. You know, we were working on a diesel motor all day for 2 weeks. We don't get paid to do it. You know. I found a loophole though. I became the boat's welder, and I got paid by the hour to weld. So if I
Wow.
was just sitting around, I just weld everything. I'm like, what else we need?
We got to find another torpedo.
Yeah, you know, like,
Give me something to
yo,
fix.
that's another thing. Coast Guard, of all people, should know better. But one of the boats got a couple of big, like tank munition shells caught in his net and brought them to the Coast Guard. And the guy at the Coast Guard tried to make a lamp out of one and blew the building up. Yeah, don't you? It's a true story.
I'm
And
not,
that was in Cape
I
May.
believe you. Wow.
A Coast Guard guy in Cape May decided he was going to make a lamp out of a warhead and blew up the building.
What the fuck, man?
Sounds
Yeah.
like something that would happen in New Jersey.
Yep. I mean, that's your.
Lauren, the soup
you're in
is
the military. You
fantastic.
should be trained at least to know bombs and giant rotten munitions.
Oh,
dangerous.
I wonder if it was a noob.
I know, and it's good.
Still coming at him. And it came into his tent. He woke up to the tent being ripped. And so like the way he tells the story, like it had my heart racing.
Go ahead. You want to eat something? You want to eat a meal?
It's gonna smell.
Exactly. This is unexpected. This is a type of myxomycete, or slime mold, that I think I've only seen once before. I'm not sure what it is. It might be black pearl slime, although I think those were more of a carpety type of. Maybe it's just called black slime. Who knows? But this is my favorite stage. This is the stage just before it starts producing its spores. Cool, another slime mold. So this is actually one of my favorite species of slime because of its color. This is raspberry slime, and I don't think the camera's going to do it any justice, but it's somewhat of a hot pinky orange color. Now, if you're one of my regular viewers, you're sick of hearing this by now, but slime molds are not mushrooms or fungi. They are sort of a terrestrial amoeba known as myxomycetes. They are darn well amazing. They have crazy tricks up their sleeve, and they move across the land. Now, I'm trying to get closer, but I don't want to scare them off. What you're hearing right now is a bifurcated coyote pack. And it sounds like to the right of me is the largest individual, maybe it's an alpha, because it's got a deeper, louder howl and bark. But it's getting answered by the rest of the pack to my left. But have a look at this attempt to make you jealous. I am laying in my hammock and this is my view, literally. The sky is just overwhelmed with stars. Every time I open my eyes, this is my view. So enjoy that from your little homes of comfort while I sit here, actually colder than I intended. Maybe I ought to think before I talk. Surprise! It's day 2. Or tomorrow for those of you who like to be different. Like usual, I failed to film much, hanging out with my friends.
Exactly.
And over the years, when it comes to being social, I get distracted easily. You see this little cricket looking thing? If you think this is a camel cricket or a spricket, you need to go back to school. This is a shieldback katydid. And I really like finding these because I only see like 1 or 2 a year. That long sword thing you see sticking out the back, well, that is the ovipositor, meaning this is a female. She uses that ovipositor to slice open substrate and lay her eggs in it. That also means she doesn't really serenade into the evening hours. It's the boys that do that, and I have no idea what the males of this species sound like. Actually, I don't even know if they sing. You'd think I'd know that by now. Maybe I ought to go back to school. Oh wait, yeah, I dropped out, didn't I? This web belongs to a type of milk bundle getaway sticks known as a grass spider. See if I can coax it out with something like a pine needle. The trick is, you gotta kind of make it feel like an insect or else the spider just won't have it. Ah, it's working. Yep, there you go. Okay, I know I was doing that on purpose, but I didn't expect the spider to come out quite as enthusiastically. Sorry, spider. False dinner bell. I don't mean to be so selfish.
Looks like a bug was in his brain, sir.
They sucked his brains out.
I can't say that doesn't look pretty cool. Well, actually, I can. You know, I don't see a whole lot of mushrooms in the Pine Barrens, but over the past week, I've definitely seen some variety. These got to be some kind of bolete, maybe reddish-brown bolete or the velvet cap bolete. But I do know it's a bolete because, well, boletes lack gills on the underside of their pileus or cap. Instead, they are polypores. And secondly, their stems are pretty robust. These kind of look like kind of remind me of Penguin from Batman. Actually, no. Boletes are more like Stewie from Family Guy. I think this is some sort of Amanita or Amanita. Because, well, it looks like there's an annulus or skirt. And I see remnants of the veil upon the pileus, which is smart talk for the cap. Unfortunately, though, I'm not that smart. I have no idea what species this is. I'm gonna need to look it up. Well, I just realized this video is pretty long, so I'm gonna wrap this one up, and I'll see you in the next video.